What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Never to Go Relevant back here with another POA to pick on this video. And today we're going to be having two dates for you guys. So someone requested the Carol date, and then someone else requested the Hailey date. So we'll get started with the Carol date here today. Without further ado, man, make sure you like, subscribe, share with a friend, share with your mom, all that good stuff, and let's get right into it. Like a fish to water, a trip out to a lake gives you and Carol another opportunity to get cozy. Okay, let's see what she talking about. It's your second last day of holiday vacation in the country. Over the past few days, Carol has taken you on a whirlwind tour of Birch Brook. Today, she told you to dress warm and pick her up for another surprise outing. You pull up at Carol's place and step out of your car to greet her. Hey, mister, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Carol is bundled up in winter clothes and standing next to a massive, heavy-looking bag. Hey, yourself, what's the bag for? Oh, this? Just some equipment for our date today. Could you pop the trunk for me, sugar? Pop the trunk. You return to your seat and press the trunk release button so Carol can store her bag. She then hops up into the passenger seat and leans over to kiss your cheek. Should be good to go. What's the destination? All right, I guess you need to know that part. It's the lake just outside of town. Here, I'll plug it into your GPS. Carol sets your guidance system to the correct location. Okay, now we're good to go. Then we're off. Woohoo! With everyone buckled in, you pull out of Carol's driveway and start toward the lake. Thanks for picking me up. I'm extra glad Dallas dug you out of your rental. Oh, Dallas dug out your rental now. I'm just glad it's not damaged. Wish I could say the same. My baby sustained some damage for being buried in snow. Dallas towed her down to the mechanics for me, but they're not done yet. But honestly, it's one of our vehicles had to get busted up. I'm happy it wasn't yours. Yeah, the rental company would probably gut me. Yeah, they definitely wouldn't be happy if the Christmas blizzard had dented her up. Carol gently runs her finger over the dashboard. Can't say I blame them, though. It's a damn nice rental. Is it that nice? I picked one at random. Haha. Haha, you did? Honestly, I probably would have done the same. Carol looks out the window at the snow-blanketed landscape. Now that you've been here for a few days, tell me, do you feel out of your element in Birch Brook, or have you adapted all right? I'm really quite comfortable here. It's charming. Glad to hear it. I know I keep harping on about it, but it's really a special place. The GPS directs you to make a right turn. Carol sits up straight. Looks like we're here. You park the car and get out, taking in your destination. It seems the lake Carol has led you to is completely frozen over. Let me guess. Ice fishing? Color me impressed. I'm surprised you guessed right. Oh, really? I was just joking. You take Carol's bag out of equipment from the trunk. But yeah, you nailed it. This is an ice fishing trip. Step one is to get out there, shall we? You follow Carol as she walks out onto the frozen surface of the lake. You have a spot in mind? Yep, I used to come out here all the time with my pa. There's an ice hut just a short walk out. You let Carol lead you to the fishing hut in question. As you walk, the wind whips at your face. Geez, this is brutal. Now you see why I said to dress warm? With the lake so open, the wind cuts right through you. But don't fret, we're here. You enter the fishing hut with Carol and watch as she sets up the gear. Have you ever done this before? Fishing, yes. Ice fishing, no. It's basically the same with one major and obvious difference. We've got to bore through this ice before we can do any actual fishing. Carol hands you a manually cranked ice auger. If you don't mind digging us a hole, I'll get the rods all set up. I'm on the job. Haha, it shouldn't take too long, I promise. You get to work cranking the auger, slowly but steadily drilling through the ice. It's physically intensive labor, and you quickly work up a sweat. Shedding some layers to avoid overheating, you catch Carol watching you intently. Why, hello there. Weren't you setting up the rods? Yep, all done. She gestures towards the rods which are leaning against the wall of the hut. Now I'm just enjoying the show you're putting on for me. Haha, like what you see? You could say that. You continue drilling, feeling her eyes on your body. The thought occurs to you to play up the situation a bit. Wipe your brow. Aware of Carol watching you work, you push even harder. Standing up straight, you wipe sweat from your brow with your forearm. Whew, is it getting hot in here? The temperature of the hut has raised several degrees thanks to your labor. I have that effect on things. Nope, that's all me. Haha, oh brother. Despite rolling her eyes, you could tell that Carol appreciated the show. Seriously, the hut is heating up fast. I think I've got to ditch my coat too. Carol sheds a few layers of her own. Now it's a party. Haha, you're such a massive dork. She gives you a quick peck on the lips. Lucky for you, I like dorks. Now keep digging, mister. I'd say you're almost through. A few more cranks of the auger prove her right as you feel something give. Pulling the tool back up reveals a perfect ice fishing hole. Well done. Now for the actual reason we came. Carol hands you a fishing rod and takes one for herself. Let's get fishing. Think we'll catch anything? Let's just get fishing. First one to catch something wins. Oh, say less. I'm competitive. You both lower your lines into the water. After 30 minutes of waiting, Carol props her rod up and stretches. Slow to bite today, I guess. It'll happen. Hopefully, but I packed this little something to help pass the time anyway. Rummaging around in her equipment bag, Carol produces a thermos. Anyone for some hot chocolate? Ooh, I love hot chocolate. Haha, more special recipe cocoa? Charlie's very own. She takes out 2 mugs and pours each of you a generous portion of steaming cocoa. The 2 of you sip and chat, passing the time in each other's company. You know, when I was a little girl, I almost drowned here. During summer or winter? Winter, one of the worst we'd ever had. Ice cracked underfoot and swallowed me up. The water was such a shock to my system, I was only cold for a second. Then I was just numb, watching the surface get further away. How'd you survive? Dallas jumped in after me. Somehow he got us both out unharmed, save for a couple of colds. Poor Charlie had to spend a week nursing both of us back to health. Carol shook her head, laughing at the memory. The cocoa helped. Your father must have been worried. Carol stares down into her mug. My pa? Well, he was. Your rod jerks further in your heads, catching you off guard. Huh? Oh, you got a bite. Quick, reel it in. Reeling the fish? You spend a minute wrangling the fish out of the hole and up onto the surface. Nice catch. Guess that means you win. She glances around the hut. Oh, damn it. I forgot to bring the cooler. Should I throw it back? No way. It's such a good catch. Let's just hurry and bring it home so I can fry it up for us. Oh, I love that. The 2 of you pack up the equipment and put your jackets back on. Back into the cold. Ready? You remember that Carol was mid-sentence when the fish bit. Sorry, you got cut off before. You were saying? Oh, right. That can wait. Let's get this fish on the stove before it starts to stink. Smooth. I'm sure she doesn't want to talk about her dad. You could tell us something about it. You head back with Carol and enjoy a fresh fish dinner together. She never does finish her earlier statement. Nothing like catching your own supper. It doesn't get much fresher than that. All in all, that was another fun bonding experience for you and Carol. Though I'm still curious about what Carol was saying when she got cut off. Is it just me, or is she avoiding telling you something? Yeah, she definitely is, but, sometimes when you hit those sensitive spots, like, people just don't want to talk about it, So it is what it is. We'll see on our next date with her. I'm pretty sure we'll get around to it. But that was a good date with Carol. On to the Hailey one. And I know someone requested Angel, so tomorrow we'll do an Angel date and probably, like, Jenna or a Dan story, probably. Because we do have a Dan story to do. Anyways, on to the Hailey date. Broken woman. Things come to a head on your second paranormal investigation. You and Hailey are in an apartment, halfway through your second ever ghost hunt. So far, you have yet to uncover any evidence of the paranormal. But the atmosphere inside the home is suffocating. Both of you are uncomfortable. No readings. That's it for the kitchen, then. Ooh, what's next to investigate? The bathroom. The girl that lives here reports. Hailey wipes some sweat off her brow with her forearm. The faucet turning itself on in the middle of the night. Geez, it's hot in here. Your body feels quite chilled at the moment. I'm kind of cold, actually. You are? How is that possible? I'm boiling over here. Hailey is indeed sweating profusely. Let's just get this over with. The sooner, the better. You move into the bathroom. A steady trickle of water drips from the sink faucet. Leaky tap, just like she said. Okay, you set up the video camera while I'll see to this faucet. That way, if it turns itself on later, we'll have footage. One camera coming up. You bring in Hailey's video camera from the van and set it to watch the tap. Thanks, but we may not need that after all. I found a faulty washer and replaced it. May have been our culprit. Case closed then? I wish. No, we should do our due diligence, just in case. Though, Hailey scratches at the back of her neck. This place wigs me out, more than normal, I mean. I can't help but wonder if it's, Cosette? Yeah, just hearing her name gives me the chills. This whole mess has me more on edge than usual. That's probably it. I kind of wish you had never told me about that voice. Sorry, but it seemed important. Nah, I get it. You did the right thing by telling me. This would all be so much easier if it was your imagination, Then all of this anxiety would be for nothing. No voice, no curse. No Cosette. You become aware of a dripping sound somewhere in the room. What the? That's not coming from the sink. Check the bathtub. You invested the cup and find that this tap is now leaking. Either they do have a ghost or the crappiest plumbing I've ever seen. I might have another spare washer I can use to fix that. At this point, I do more home improvement work than ghost hunting. Your eye catches a glimpse of something in the shower drain, something red. Hailey, one sec. What's up? Did you find something? Hailey leans over to you to look at the drain. That better not be blood. But no, it's way too red. I wonder if we could... Hailey leaves the room and returns with a small screwdriver. Here, try to fish it out with this. Use the screwdriver. You take the screwdriver and use it to try and pull out the red object from the drain. After a few moments of effort, you successfully lift it out. Is that? A clump of vibrantly red hair is spooled around the tip of the screwdriver. Who do we know with red hair? Look, I know what you're thinking. But maybe that's just a crazy coincidence. Oh, is it Cosette? It's probably just the owner's hair. Was she a redhead? Well, no, but that doesn't mean it's because her. Maybe the owner has a redhead girlfriend or something, okay? Her tone is sour. Geez, sorry. No, I'm sorry. I think I have a fever or something. She wipes more sweat from her brow. Come on. You follow Hailey into the living room where she starts digging through her equipment. Maybe we should head home. You don't look well. I'm fine. I'd rather just get this finished now than have to come back later. She pulls out what looks like 2 sleeping bags from her equipment pile. Wait, are we sleeping here? Of course. That's what the sleeping bags are for. Hailey finishes rolling out the sleeping bags and pauses. Did I not tell you that part? If you did, I don't remember. Damn, that's on me. I've been such a mess lately. It slipped my mind. Sometimes I'll sleep on location to experience what the owner does. More than once, it's been the difference that helped me crack a case. And I see, in that case, I'll stay here with you. Thank you, babe. It helps a lot to know you're here with me. Hailey kisses you. She's emanating heat. You're burning up. Huh? Am I that warm? Weird. I actually feel pretty okay right now. Hailey crawls into one of the sleeping bags, but I'll feel even better once I'm unconscious. You get situated in the other sleeping bag. Good night. Good night, Hailey. You close your eyes and do your best to fall asleep despite your surroundings. Thankfully, sleep comes rather quickly. An indeterminate amount of time passes before a shuffling sound awakes you. Sit up. You go to sit up, but you find that you can't. There's a heaviness in your chest. Your body refuses to obey your commands, no matter how hard you try. Another shuffling sound is coming from your left, where Hailey's sleeping bag is. Turn your head. With great effort, you manage to turn your head to the left. You're expecting to see Hailey turning in her sleep, but she's resting peacefully. Behind her, framed in the entrance to the kitchen, is a silhouette. What the hell? Watch. You can do nothing but watch as the silhouette begins to slowly glide forward. As the figure approaches, you can make out more detail. It appears to be a person wrapped in a sheet, bound by rope. The body beneath is crooked. What the hell? Just... A voice issues forth from under the sheets, hoarse and wheezing. Like... The figure has nearly reached Hailey. You still cannot move. B. It stands beside Hailey, looming over her. A single twisted finger emerges from beneath the sheet to point at Hailey's leg. Get up. You put every ounce of energy you have into moving your body, demanding it rise. Your eyes screw shut with the effort, but you can just about feel your hand move. Whoa, hey, wake up. It's okay. You open your eyes. Hailey is by your side, looking concerned. The heavy feeling in your chest is gone. You sit up successfully. I think you had a nightmare, dude. You were panting and sweating. Unless it was a wet dream, in which case, sorry for waking you. I saw something horrible. In your dream? Well, you're okay now. I'm here. Would it help to talk about it? A crooked person, all tied up. Crooked? And you say they were tied up? Don't tell me they were wearing a sheet. You nod. Hailey's face sinks. And this person, did they say anything? They did. Sounded like, just like me. Just like, was it referring to you, or it was standing over you? Well, that's extremely distressing. Maybe it wasn't a dream, but heavy chest, can't move, hallucinations of an intruder? That sounds like textbook sleep paralysis. It felt so real. Sleep paralysis always does. Scary stuff. And it probably doesn't help that we spent so long in this place. Talk too much about a certain redhead. Did the ghost do anything else? It pointed at your leg. My leg? Why would... Ow. Now that you mention it, my thigh kinda hurts. I must have slept on something. Hailey roots around in her pocket and produces a small object. There in the palm of her hand is the stone piece from the basement step. This, it was her, the broken woman. Without warning, Hailey starts packing up her equipment. You see her slip the stone back into her pocket. Hailey, could you go and grab the camera from the bathroom for me? We're getting out of here. Where are we going? Back. Okay, hey, smooth. Hailey rolls up the sleeping bags and packs them up. We're returning to Stone tonight. You meet Hailey's eyes. She looks ferociously determined. We're going back to the Dubois mansion. Uh-oh, what a horrifying night. And from what Hailey is saying, it sounds like it's not over yet. Was that a dream? Sleep paralysis? Or did you see an honest-to-God ghost? Maybe returning Stone to its rightful place will put Cosette to rest. Or something. I don't know. I'm not the ghost hunter here. But if there's one thing I know for certain, is that this may be your last chance to end this nightmare. Hey, man, sleep paralysis is real. I get it about maybe once or twice a year, and it is the worst thing ever. If you've ever had sleep paralysis, man, let me know in the comments, and let me know how you break out of it. Because sometimes I just have to just go back to sleep. Like, I can't will myself out of it, you know? But I do know some people have their own, like, tips and tricks and stuff. So let me know if you can. But with all that being said, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. That is all I have for today, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.